All right, everybody, so here it is, the Alu-cab family Khaya. I know I had a couple of questions from a whole bunch of people on different forums and stuff like that, so I figured I would make a short video, my experience so far. So this, of course, is sitting on 2018 TRD Tacoma double cab. Only modification currently are the rear airbag suspension from Firestone and some cradles, which they're holding the weight pretty well. Leveling them out, I'm about 60 pounds of pressure on the driver's side and 40 on the passenger side. My first impression is this is a very heavy camper. Of course, I've run it with water in it so far, so we'll see how the weight works out once it's fully loaded. Of course, the kitchen is loaded and everything else, got the refrigerator in there. On the rear end, just a jerry can holder, and the big thing that everybody's curious about is the inside. So I just popped the top for right now because most everything else is the same. So coming inside, of course, open up the rear and then the front here. So same platform, got a little bit of storage up here in the front, got the extra pads in there right now, a little bit of outlet for the water intake, battery monitoring for the main battery on the truck, and the auxiliary battery that's here in the back in the Khaya. So we also, in the back corner, thank you Jeremy for putting that in, because I know when I talked last October with the guys at Alu-cab at an open house event for Genesis Imports, this was basically something that's going to assist me in getting around, and I have a 4-year-old little girl. Be perfect. So sink right here, and of course it drains out on the back. Everything works pretty well. You've got storage underneath, zippered storage. I opted for the Alu-cab boxes on the bottom because those seem to work out very well, one on either side, so I can organize my stuff a little bit better. Of course, we have the Snowmaster. I believe it's the CL59D with refrigerator and freezer combo. Fits in there real nice. Still have the access to the kitchen like on all the other Khayas. Our pads that fit down very easily. And the big question I think I got from a lot of people, of course the chairs fit here on the side, was the configurability. So this table right here, which swings around, actually removes just by pulling up on it. At that point, turn it around and put it in its centerpiece, but before I do that, working from the inside out, take the strap off, and then this piece right here flips up and bridges the entire gap here. So now you have a flat panel, of course, all the way across if you've taken the chairs out. Leave them in there real quick for that. Again, more storage here up front. For sake of shortness of this video, I'm not going to put all the padding down, but you can get the idea. All of the padding is here, put right across this front area here to make the rest of the bed. Now, the back section, of course, is a matter of the table being fitted, which trying to do this one-handed is not the most fun thing in the world. But there you go. So of course I have the table facing the wrong way. This front piece would go towards the front of the Alu-cab, towards the refrigerator freezer, which would get it out of the way so you could still close the door, close the zippered portion. But relatively flat surface. I'm 5'11", and laying down, of course my feet stick out the back end, probably about half a foot, but in a pinch, if I turned around with my head towards the back door and stuck my feet into the open cavity here, I could actually, I think, yep, definitely can fit with no issue, close the door, being 5'11", and actually fit straight in. I'm on a little bit of an angle right now, but wouldn't be an issue at all. So my guess is you probably have about a little over 6 foot, 6 foot and a few inches of clearance. But everything else is standard Khaya that you've seen before. If you've looked at the builds and you've looked on Alu-cab's website, of course the normal tray table from outside can be brought inside, put up here for 2 people, 2 adults sleeping up on the top. It's perfect. If you have 2 smaller kids, or in a pinch you need an additional adult to sleep in here, no problem at all. Plenty of space. Absolutely enjoying it right now. My only thing is, as some of the guys I work with said, it's like carrying around a baby elephant. So the big thing right now is, I think I'm going to take it and weigh it a little bit and figure out how much I'm looking at on the rear axle, and definitely need to order some Dakar springs. Whether I order the medium duty ELO 95s or a heavier duty spring is to be seen, just based upon how the weights come out. Driving it down the road in Germany, 110 kilometers an hour, roughly 70 miles an hour, does fine. I get the same gas mileage I would get driving 130 or 80 miles an hour on the freeway right now. About to take it on a long trip and then, you know, report back and say exactly what my measurements were and how I got out of it. But for now, really enjoying what I have. Again, everything is really well put together. The guys at Genesis Imports up in Kitzingen, Germany, did an incredible job. They helped me out throughout this entire process, and I'm super excited to have this now and start going on some adventures. Thanks for watching.